What's in it for you? Anything you want?
Come back, I figured, hell, we were so goddamn good. Put some money in us, we'll cover the damn spread every game. I just need it as an opportunity to make more money.
Joe Money, hold me. How are you, baby?
Good to be back.
You want to slay Toad?
Yes.
Kill that fat pig.
Let's do it.
Alright, no, sorry.
2/3 of the Taints puzzle was complete, but the missing Taint would also be the most difficult to bring back. Eddie was at one time the heart and soul of the Taints. However, as much as he loved the team, he could not shake off the death of his dear friend Dizzle.
Well, yeah, Eddie's been pretty distraught about that. Him and I had to sit down and have a little conversation about it.
When I saw how he reacted to Dizzle's death, I laughed. I laughed inside, I laughed outside.
I'll never forget when I found him dead. Right here. They heard me for miles. I told you once, I told you 1,000 times, I can't come back. I just can't!
Eddie then began to think about all the good times he had shared with Dizzle and the rest of his fellow Taints. He came to the conclusion that he needed to get back onto the field, to get past the demons that had been haunting him ever since that tragic day. He knew Dizzle would want him to get back onto that field and to take down the grotesque Toad.
I'm back! Win for him. I win one for the Dizzler.
Eddie finally decided to make his triumphant return to the Taints. The Reformation was complete, and the Taints were back in business.
Hey! Eddie! Punk-ass blasphemous dope-fiend bitch. What's
going on?
Hey! I missed you, big guy. Look at that. Ah, brings back memories.
Yeah! How was prison?
It fucking sucks! Ah!
Good to have you back!
What do you think? It's fucking prison! Ah!
Riley's over here! Let's
Get Riley!
Riley!
Rusty had worked a miracle. The Taints were back and ready to avenge their friend's death. They were happy to be reunited, and for a small moment, all seemed right in the world. However, their newfound high would be short-lived, as Toad came in and dropped a bombshell on the Taints.
Speaking of assholes,
What are you doing here, son?
I smelled something.
I'm not alone either, bro. One of your friends, someone you know from your past. Brian Heafy.
Hello, boys. I'm back.
What a scumbag move that was.
No fucking way.
Yes fucking way, Eddie. Brian Heafy, the same Brian Heafy who took the Taints to the championship, had just jumped ship and joined sides with the evil and vile Toad.
Oh my god. Every man has his price. Brian Heafy is no exception. Heafy was the key to their success last time around. And he will be the key to my domination over the Taints this week.
Well, if I had to name two people that I hate most in this world, it's definitely Toad and Heafy. So when they came together, it was like, I don't know, something like I never saw before.
I hate that fucker. Last I heard, he was working in a salt mine outside of Sri Lanka.
Heafy hated the Taints and all those associated with the Taints. He despised the team and just wanted to put the final nail in the Taints' coffin.
Money was good. The team's decent. And it was a little challenge to me. And most of all, I wanted to beat those bastards.
I mean, I don't even know which one was more of a piece of shit. Heafy was just a piece of shit. Toad was a piece of shit. So combined, they were just a big piece of shit.
I was the Texas Taint. Now, I'm the wrong fucking Macedon.
I loved it, because I hated playing with that asshole. He was a cocky son of a bitch, and every day that I was on the same team with him, I regretted putting on that uniform, just knowing that he was wearing the same one. And now that I'm playing against him, I can't wait.
Just as the Taints had watched their worst nightmare walk away, a savior would burst right through the very same door. In walked a young stud by the name of Brian Smith. The Taints knew damn well who this was, as Brian was the son of legendary Taint Smith.
Yeah, well, this was a nice kid. He's from the South. He grew up playing the game. He loved the game. Played for the front of the jersey, not the back. The opposite of Heafy. He was just all about himself.
He was the complete opposite of Heafy, and the Taints were excited to have Smith on board.
We're all a bunch of little taints that just add up and make one giant taint. And that's the name. That's the nurture of the game.
The hatred between Heafy and Smith's father had lingered for many years, and Brian was taught to do one thing: hate Heafy.
Can you say there is even a rivalry? Every time I pitch, I strike him out. Not much of a rivalry there.
He's an asshole. That's about all you can say about it. And he sucks at wiffle ball. He's a disgrace to the game, and he never deserves to pick up a bat.
This kid Smith, way better. He's gonna be better than if he ever was.
When this kid pitches a perfect game, win a world championship, he can come talk to me.
I am the Taint.
They were ready to take on Toad, and no one was going to stop them now. Not Toad, not Heafy, not no one. The game was here. It was now or never for the Taints.
I never knew that a kid like me could take his mic around the world and flash the big ass D and rock the masses. From Madrid to Calabasas, Tijuana, Mexico, through the devils in Tokyo. Say they know me though, cause I be putting in work, commit my life to reverse.
Heafy was better and cockier than ever, and he took care of the Taints with ease, putting the pressure on the Taints' young hurler. Smith was more than ready to accept the challenge, as he quickly showed that he had both the confidence and attitude to lead the Taints. This was a pitcher's duel in every sense of the term, as neither team could solve the opposing pitcher. This was by far the most competitive game the Taints had ever been a part of. The Taints were exhausted, but they knew they had to persevere. They refused to lose this game. The game was entering the final inning, and the score was still deadlocked at 0. Just when all was going well for the Taints, Smith made his only mistake of the game, and Heafy capitalized with a home run to give Team Toad a 1-0 lead. The Taints knew this was their last chance. Eddie, the heart of the Taints, tried to lead by example, but continued his struggles against Heafy and struck out on 3 pitches. Down to their final out, the game was in the hands of leadoff hitter Scrappy. Scrappy was called upon to keep the dream alive, and in a battle of epic proportions, Scrappy was finally able to get to Heafy and hit a soft single after fouling off an unfathomable 39 consecutive pitches. This was it. Tom versus Heafy, the battle of 2 wiffle ball juggernauts. Heafy took advantage of Tom's early aggressiveness and got him to chase on 2 bad pitches. Heafy then gave his trademark kiss of death to signal the end of the game, and more importantly, the end of the Taints. This is what it all came down to. This was for all the marbles. Heafy was ready. Tom was ready. And the pitch!
Here comes the ready or not. Here comes the boys from the south. Here comes the
The Taints did it.